What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Cameron Neal? Another live stream, weekly live stream. I would like to do this more daily. It's gonna take time to grow it to that point. But yeah, that would be kind of cool. Like you know, once a day live stream. That'd be awesome. Maybe 2020 later in 2022 or maybe 2023, 2024. We'll see. But yeah, my goal is to keep growing the live stream now as much as I can, once a week. I've been doing, I think, the last 3 or 4 months, once a week, either Wednesday or Thursday. And I do need to do a poll to see just what day. I can actually do a poll in the chat. So I'll do that now. Best live stream days. Let's see. Yeah. I think my schedule. I'm pretty flexible, guys, so I can actually do these later. And on the East Coast time, that's not too big of a problem. Um, but we gotta have people in the chat, man. We gotta have people, you know, here for me to do it. We gotta grow. But I'm actually enjoying. I've been enjoying just spending time on here talking, and also been able to cut some of the audio into some videos. I don't know if you guys have been watching my reels or my shorts on YouTube or IG or Facebook, but I'm trying to use this content that we're doing now, and I've been actually enjoying that too. So yeah, we're just doing Q&A today. I'm actually doing another live stream at 11 p.m. East Coast time on IG with my boy James on tall guy BJJ, jiu-jitsu for tall guys. So I'm shorter, so it's kind of cool to pick his brain on like what should tall guys be working on, what techniques work really well, what techniques are going to give you tall guys trouble. So that will be at 11 on IG. Uh, it's only letting me add 4 days, so we'll just see. We'll see what you guys got for me in here. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I'm gonna leave the link to the Zoom if anybody wants to join the Zoom. Otherwise, you can ask me questions in the chat room, and I'll try to get to them. I'm only gonna do this stream for maybe an hour because I got the next stream to prepare for. But as always, we'll try to answer your questions. And so I'm gonna link the tag the Zoom. So if you want to talk to me on Zoom, I can maybe answer one question on Zoom or in the chat room. Just type your question in the chat room, and I'll try my best to get to it. And I'll just pin this link in the chat room. So I got a poll going and Zoom link. So first question, Milan, I think I'm saying that right. He says tips on how to stop getting flattened or passed when playing butterfly guard. My question is, are you playing butterfly guard in the gi, or are you playing butterfly guard in no gi? So it's gonna be, my answer is gonna depend on if this is a gi question or a no gi question. But I guess I can answer both really. But it can be tough. Depends on who you're guarding with, man. If you're training with like, some butterfly guard killers, it's gonna be rough on your butterfly guard. Typically, you should be looking for an underhook, 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 underhook. I do like to play butterfly guard with the overhook, but not for everybody, especially against body lock passers. Can be rough. Uh, yeah, you should be on one hip. Play on one hip, underhook, and man, don't sit a butterfly guard all day, man. Get in, sweep, and get out, man. The best guy to study for butterfly guard is Marcelo Garcia. So check him out. He's got a million matches of him butterfly hook sweeping everybody. So yeah. Professor Books says, how long should a training camp be for a major tournament like Pans or Worlds? That depends on what shape you're in. If you're in good shape, you don't need as much time. If you're out of shape, you're gonna need more time. Typically 6 to 8 weeks minimum. Yeah, 2 months minimum to get ready for these major tournaments. And that's going to give you time to, not only prepare your cardio, but also, get your mind right, get you in the right mindset, and just focus to go and do well. Obviously, if you've been competing year round, you're going to need less time to prepare. Yeah, 8 weeks is good. If I can get 8 weeks for a tournament, I feel pretty happy. Or more time. I like to utilize smaller tournaments to help me build up to the bigger tournaments. So I think I talked about it in my last live stream. I believe it was the last one where we talked about how to prepare for 2022. Make a schedule of the tournaments you want to do and kind of plan out beforehand, that 6 to 8 weeks before that major tournaments. Plan out your other the smaller tournaments to help you get kind of peak for that major tournament. Yeah, it's basically it. These tournaments are too tough to go out there out of 1 week's notice, 2 weeks notice. As far as funds, and sometimes the registration, if it becomes overbooked or they reach capacity, they'll close the tournament. So you need to be looking in advance anyway. So yeah, guys, if you're just joining us, Q&A. I have another live stream I'm gonna do with my boy James on IG at 11. So I'm not gonna hang out too long in this live stream. But otherwise, just answering questions. You guys, we have the Zoom link tagged in the chat room. Also, if you just want to ask questions in the chat room, that's fine. I'm just gonna try to get to as many questions as I can, and that's it. Milan says, thanks, man. Is there any specific tips for the Ghee and butterfly? You can play it the same. It's actually harder to work butterfly guard in the Ghee. Adam Wrzynski is probably the best butterfly guard player in the Ghee ever. It's just rough, those grips, man. Those grips make it rough. When you get the butterfly guard, in the Ghee is tough because they can just jump up and start passing, grab your pants, pass to the side, flip over you, Hinato Kanuto style. It can be rough. I would say study Adam Wrzynski. That's probably going to be your best bet. And also, have some other guards, man. You can't just rely on butterfly guards. It's more of a supplementary guard in the Ghee. Versus in no Ghee, it's more of a major guard. So just realize that. So yeah, if you guys are just joining, just Q&A. Got the Zoom link tagged somewhere. If you guys want to talk to me, I can maybe answer one question. Otherwise, type your question out in the chat room, and I'll get to it that way. Let's see if I have anybody there. It's been pretty chill. And yeah, while I'm waiting for questions, I'm gonna just play some music and just relax, enjoy myself. Professor Books says, so what exactly should the purpose of a training camp be? More getting into shape? Would there be skill development or mainly just skill sharpening? Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully you're going into a camp, you are been training for a while, you have techniques that you're already good at, and you're going to sharpen those techniques for tournament. You want to become tournament ready, championship ready. Um, it depends on your level. For a high level competitor, you already know what to work on. You know your weaknesses. You know your strengths. So you already going in. Okay, I need to work this, and that. But for lower belts, I think conditioning is going to play a larger role. Say you want to do white belt or blue belt worlds, adult worlds. Okay, that's 5 minutes and 6 minutes. You need to prepare yourself for just a ton of people, the onslaught of people, the horde of people that are going to register for those divisions. Over 100 easy, 100 people easy in those divisions, and depending on your weight class. Yeah, you're gonna, so conditioning, with the conditioning, get yourself in the rule, understanding the rule set. Okay, this is allowed, can't do that, can't do that. Strategy, learning strategy for the tournaments. Okay, I'm up 2 points, but the referee's calling a penalty on me. What do I do next? Okay, oh, I got a takedown, and okay, should I pass the guard or should I wait until more time passes? So you're building your strategy, you're building your conditioning, you're sharpening your techniques, you're working on your A game. The techniques you're very best at. That's what we're working on, and putting you in those bad positions where you want to quit or you have to fight to score points, or you're down. How do you score? Things like that. So you're training your mind. You're getting your body and your mind right for that tournament. So um, you also see people travel to the big teams to do their join in with a camp. Training with different people, training with high level partners, people better than yourself. It's a cool experience. It's just man, you prepare yourself. That's the best way to put it. You do everything in your power to prepare yourself. So yeah, I've done a few camps over the years. I suggest everybody should at least experience a camp just to feel like the camaraderie, and it feels cool when you got like a ton of people on the mat and everybody's got the energy and everybody's pumped, and you can't be lazy. And yeah. Uh, Professor Book says, I can't remember if you fought Tommy Langaker before, but if so, what was the experience like? I probably fought Tommy like 5 or 6 times. So I used to live in Sweden, which is in Gothenburg, which was like 3 hours from where those guys are, the Norwegians are. So we fought a lot, in like, man, we fought in like London, we fought in Denmark, we fought in, Sweden. Man, he's tough, man. He's one of the best in the world. He got second place at Worlds, or what's the second place? Third or something. But man, he's super good, and super dangerous guard, man. I've been caught in that far side collar sleeve triangle before, and that made me learn collar sleeve and far side collar sleeve. It's a fight, man. Everybody black belt, whatever weight class you're fighting, is tough, man. Adult black belt and masters now is tough. So yeah, it's just rough, man. Just go out there, and sometimes people's guards are good, or people's takedowns are good, people's passing is good. It's just like, it's rough. But yeah, that's why we do that training camp. You prepare yourself for all these situations. You prepare yourself to fight these Gumby guard players. You prepare yourself to fight these wrestlers. You prepare yourself to fight these guard passing wizards. You prepare yourself to fight these Bolo bros. You prepare yourself to fight these Crab Ride bros. So man, you're just trying to get as much experience as possible. Yes, so guys, if you're just joining us, Q&A. I have another live stream I'm getting ready for at 11 tonight, East Coast time, with my boy James. If you guys want to join, jump on over there. It's going to be on my IG account. Otherwise, questions, just type them in the chat room, or I got the Zoom. If anybody wants to ask me one question on Zoom, I got that prepared for you guys. I know most Jiu-Jitsu people are antisocial, so I accept that. I accept it. B. Diaz says, "Hey, Professor, I just recently got my blue, and I'm getting smashed bad. Any tips on staying the course? The higher belts, I realize we're taking it easy." Yeah, man, that's just part of growing up, man. You were getting coddled before. When you were a white belt, we were going easy on you. Now you cocky blue belt, man. Put the boots to you. We the hammer, you the nail. So it's kind of like the I don't want to say hazing, but it's just the process you go through. You get your butt kicked, and then you're like, man, I suck. You're at that point. You're like, man, I'm kind of terrible. But don't beat yourself up. Focus on what you're doing well. I'm sure there's some things you're doing well. Blue belt is a rough belt because you're kind of sandwiched between white belt, beginner belt, and then you're sandwiched between the higher belts that are trying to kick your butt. And, it's just rough, man. You got to take your beatings. Take your beatings. I start working on your technique. Start really sharpening your technique. And just more experience, man. Get more experience, more mat time, more tournaments, more experience, more open mats, more experience. Study. Start taking jiu-jitsu more seriously. Blue belt is the point where most people realize, hey, this is not fun, or I'm getting my butt kicked, or something like that. But if you enjoy it, man, you're gonna bear with it. Milan, I'm say your name wrong, bro. I'm sorry. He says, best MMA guy you ever rolled with, if any. Haven't rolled too many MMA guys. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't rolled. I can't even think about the MMA guys I've rolled with. If anything, they just run away. They just they just run away, so you can't do anything to them. Probably Ryan Hall. Does that count as an MMA guy? Arte Suave says, who do you think will win between Gordon Ryan and Galval ADCC match? I think the fans are going to win. I don't know, man. I mean, Gordon's humongous, and Galval becomes super Galval. I don't know, man. It's like King Kong versus Godzilla, man. Yeah, we just got to go there and watch. Johnny Rivers says, have you ever had to change academies? What do you think of the Brazilians called Crianche? BJJ politics can be weird. I just want to find an academy that fits without being called traitor. Yeah, I mean, I've been around for almost 20 years, man, so I have experience changing academies. I've experienced being called a Crianche. BJJ politics, I deal with that too. I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't have to deal with politics as much, but, that took many years, being a high-level black belt, and a lot of patience. I just say find a place where you can call home, that you enjoy training at, and that are open. And it's actually gotten better now. I came up in early 2000s, or mid 2000s. So it was rough. I remember we couldn't do open mats, and we couldn't train at certain schools, and couldn't go to certain places, but man, more and more the schools are starting to cross train and be open to, different training partners. So, I mean, you can find a good school, man, that's more chill, that has less politics, and hopefully there's one in your area. I hope you can find a good school, but just stay the course. If you're stuck at a crappy school, just, man, just train and get out of there, man. Just train. Don't really socialize with the people, and get out of there, until you can move to a different situation. So if you guys are just joining, Q&A, I got 30, 40 minutes more I can do on here. So I'm going to answer questions on the chat room. Just type your question. Otherwise, I got some music and some tea I'm drinking. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself while you guys figure out your questions. let's see. Professor Books says Danaher says about 80 to 90% of your training should be people who are significantly of lower level skill level than you are. How true is that? I believe that's for advanced practitioners, not for beginners, because everybody's better than you. I don't know what level you're at. Um, Honestly, until you're reaching the point where you're hitting plateaus, which is usually higher belts, purple and brown belt, black belt, you probably it's not going to apply to you guys. You're going to be everybody's tough to you. So I mean, and unless you're destroying everybody at your academy, yeah, don't worry about that stuff. When you're like, okay, man, I need to figure out how to push myself. When that's your problem, okay, then you start doing stuff like that. Um, yeah, it depends, man. I think, yeah, it depends. I guess, yeah, I guess by that saying, only 10 to 20% are high. The best guys at the gym are 10 to 20%, and so I guess in that case, 80% they're going to be beating up 80% of the guys. um, yeah, so you should be working yourself up into that 10 to 20%. Um, yeah, but it's good to have a mix of training, of just training levels. You should have training partners below you, training partners on the same level, and then training partners above you. That's probably what most people are going to deal with. And then the top competitors, the high level guys are going to be in that situation where 80 to 90% they're just kind of moving and kind of controlling the position, the training more so, and then they can kind of control the roles better. They can work on specific things in a regular round, in a regular role. So um, yeah, at a high level, you're trying to figure out how to push yourself. That could mean limiting yourself on techniques, limiting yourself on positions, handicapping yourself. Maybe you push yourself in, weightlifting or something, conditioning before you go and roll, or you make the training harder for yourself. So okay, I can't do triangles, I can't do heel hooks, I can't do this or that. So it's kind of cool to make the training harder for yourself. Keep it more interesting for higher level guys. But for lower belts, man, just focus on developing your technique. Get some good technique first. So if you guys just joining, we're doing Q&A. Got any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat room. Or you don't want to type, I also have a Zoom link pinned in the chat room where you can ask me questions. One question. I'm not going to answer a million questions, but we also had that. And whenever there's a little downtime, I just play some music and I'm chilling, relaxing. I worked out pretty hard today, so I kind of beat myself up. Johnny River says, to elaborate, I've had to move to different states through the pandemic, thus had to move academies multiple times. Yeah, that can be rough. It's just it's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough no matter what you do. Just try to, get the best training in that you can. Try to keep developing your techniques. And just stay the course. Don't get too down. Don't be too down on yourself. Politics everywhere. Try to do some research on some good schools. Go to Reddit, go online, visit their social media to see what kind of school they are. Try them out before you just sign up. There are some good schools out there, man. Don't be too down. There are some good schools out there. There are some great schools out there. Great environment, great training that aren't, they aren't toxic. So just look for them. They're out there. Sharu. I messed it up, man. I'm sorry. He says, "What do you think? What do you do when you have nowhere to train jits, nowhere to lift weights?" I just did some DDP yoga, so I think that would be a good supplement to not having training partners or no place to train. I was able to, man, I got my butt kicked doing some DDP yoga today. So yeah, there's different things you can do. You have training tools, you have grappling dummies, we have jits grips. You know, things with like the gi sleeve and the rubber thing on the thing. You know, there's different solo drills. I know AOJ Art of Jiu Jitsu has some good solo drills you guys can do. There's movement drills, animal drills. I think I posted some videos of things you can do. Um, there's yoga. Man, there's so many different things. Just find something and stick with it. Go for a walk, go running, jump rope, uh, shadow box. I mean, nothing beats jujitsu, but there's things you can do, man. There's things you can do. Grab your significant other, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your mom, your dog. Wrestle with them. Fight some strangers in a bar. Hey, there you go. You can, that'll get you your training. That's your training. UFC, NBA, NFL. What's up, Ben? He says, my classes are canceled for 2 weeks because of COVID. First session back was good, but now I'm really sore. How can I prevent this if I have another long break from training rolling? Yeah, I kind of mentioned some things above. I recently did some DDP yoga, so you guys might see some wink wink, some content on that. That was really cool, man. I think my heart rate got up to 160, and you know, man, that was rough. That was cool, a cool supplement for athletes, I think. Um, you just gotta keep your mind sharp, man. You should be doing, you know, reading books, studying jujitsu, something. One of my, I'm gonna call him a mentor. You could call him a senpai. You know, a senior student of mine was Chris Moriarty, and this is a long time ago, but we didn't used to train twice a day, guys. We used to train like 2, 3 times a week. 4 times a week was, oh man, you train 4 times a week. That's pretty good. One time that day, one time a day for 4 days. So one thing he did that I don't know how this guy was doing it, but he used to just watch competition video, and you know he would train 2, 3 times a week. He was also going to Georgia Tech here in Atlanta, but he would watch competition video, and man, he was phenomenal. He was one of the best American grapplers. Training 3 times a week, once a day. You know, 3 times that week, and then watching competition video during his breaks and times he wasn't training. And man, he was one of the best grapplers. He's still one of the best grapplers I've ever trained with. Um, So I think, of course, try to do your conditioning, but also just keep your mind involved in jujitsu, thinking about jujitsu, thinking about the positions, thinking about things you need to work on. And then, yeah, that's going to help a lot, especially keeping you over this break. I would hope these little podcasts and live streams are helping you guys a little bit. So if you guys just joining, I'm just answering questions, any questions you got. And then we have another live stream at 11, which I got to get ready for. So maybe 30 more minutes of questions, guys. So I'm going on IG for the other live stream. If you guys want to join, check out my Instagram. Otherwise, I'm just answering questions. And then when there's a little break, a little bit of music. And I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Charles Caldo, I know I messed it up. He says, so any advice on dealing with injuries? I am a 3-stripe white belt and recently been having injury after injury. How old are you? Number one. Number two, something's got to change, man. Something's got to change. I mean, some injuries are accidents. It happens to everybody. But if you're consistently being injured, you got to change something. So I have a few videos on injury prevention with orthopedic doctors and physical therapists, trained physical therapists. You can check out on my YouTube. Otherwise, train smart. Don't do crazy things. Don't be jumping close. Don't be jumping for flying triangles. Also, avoid crazy people. Don't be rolling with all these crazy guys out here, man. You know those guys out there that hurt you in the gym. Stay away from those guys. Be like, hey, bro, not today, bro. Yeah, don't be afraid to turn down the crazy guys in training. I do it too. Don't be afraid to turn on that big 300-pound guy in training. I'd be like, hey, bro, my back, I can't take it. My back can't take it. So be more selective in your training partners, less crazy techniques. Yeah, check out my other videos on YouTube, man. We already went over a million different things on injury prevention, but some injuries we just can't prevent. Just some things you need to strengthen. So try to we call it prehab. Keep your joints healthy beforehand, before they get injured. I think that's basically all we can do. Say a little prayer. Sometimes when I'm doing something crazy, I do say a little prayer, hope for the best. So if you guys just joining, I'm just answering a little bit of questions and for maybe like 30 more minutes, and then I gotta jump over to another live stream on my IG. You guys are welcome to sit in on that one. It's going to be BJJ for tall guys, how to do jiu-jitsu for tall guys. And I'm not giving the advice. I got a tall guy to give advice to you guys. Otherwise, I'm playing music and chilling while you guys ask me questions. And yeah, that's basically it, man. We're chilling.
I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be a sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh shit, it feel like I'm floating, but I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My niggas making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plan. Subconsciously wanted it since I was 10. I thought I was sharp on my scroll and my pen think it did. So mama found she to them legs. She told me that's not who I am. But nowadays I put on for the fam, see you when I can. I'm surrounded by my feelings, I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. I bet I perish with 140 acres. She want the horse and the carriage, a porcelain portion of garbage. I talk to the mirror, I know that life's not the fairest. I lost my can, I can't pay off the bills with the blessing. I'm sure I relate to the Reddit page. It's feeling like money is everything. Money is everything. It's everything I need. Till I lay my eyes on you. I don't know what this is, yeah, but it feel like it's real, baby.
Let me know if you guys can see that. So I tried to put up the little graphic I made for the BJJ for tall guys. 11 p.m. 1 hour from now on IG. Let's see what you guys got for me. Scorpion Bradford, who was your main coach? So I'm an Alliance black belt. I trained under Romero Cavalcante. We call him Jacare, not Ronaldo Jacare. He's an older guy. He was one of the 7 black belts under Holz Gracie. And so from Jacare in Alliance in Atlanta, I trained under Cobrinha, multiple-time world champion. I trained under Lucas Lepri. I trained under Leo Nogueira. So, man, I've been around the block, man. Now I'm at the point where I'm my own coach. I'm in charge of my training. That happens when you're a high level guy. Eventually, you become your own coach. There are some guys that still have coaches. I still have mentors that I bounce ideas off on. I have training partners that I bounce ideas off of or off on. But yeah, I'm my head coach right now, and that's the natural progression. You're the student, you become an advanced student, you become a coach, you become you just cycle through, right? Eventually, hopefully, that's the goal. Professor Brooks says, thanks, Alec. GN says, are you going to keep doing this? This is awesome. Man, I've been doing these live streams. They're not super popular, but I've been doing these live streams for about, I think, September. So, yeah, my goal, man, I would love to have this become like a daily thing. It's just rough, it's got to grow more. I got to keep pumping it before it gets to a point where, it's an asset to me to do it. But I'm actually enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying, talking to you guys, you crazy guys online, and trying to help you guys. Let me know if you guys can see the actual graphic. It is not coming up. I don't know why. I got it here, though. Let's see. It's up here. It's not showing, but I got it. But yeah, I want to help you guys, and I'm committed. I don't want to say committed, but I'm trying to do at least once a week live stream. I usually do different topics, so I don't really settle on one topic like this. But because I'm doing another live stream, I was kind of lazy, and I was like, man, let's just keep it simple today. Q&A. GN says, corny question, but if you could only pick one, what would it be, Ghee or no Ghee? I think as I get older, I'd probably do more Ghee. It's a little bit easier to slow people down and use that old man strength a little bit easier. No Ghee, yeah, I'd probably pick Ghee. Sorry, no Ghee guys. No Ghee's always considered like the dark side, right? I like no Ghee. I've been a little bit lazy on my no Ghee. I need to train some no Ghee, but I really enjoy the Ghee. It's just it's so much fun because I can do crazy things in the Ghee. In no Ghee, I'm kind of limited in the guards I can do, a lot of the techniques I can do, and it's slippery. I don't want people to sweat on me. Get off me. Just say get off me. I was talking to a girl today, and she's like, I tried jiu-jitsu, and I roll with this big hairy guy, and I was like, man, yeah, I'm sorry. It's such a big problem in jiu-jitsu. Ghee or no Ghee, it's just I don't know where I'm going with this, but who wants to roll with a big hairy guy? I'd rather roll big hairy guy in the Ghee than no Ghee, because at least there's a little bit stronger barrier between us, a little bit more protection between us. I am not seeing this graphic on here, guys. It is not coming up. I was hoping it would come up. Oh, maybe it's too big. Let's see. Come on. Bro, that thing is not coming up. I know you guys can't see it, but there was a graphic here with the live stream details on here, but it doesn't want to come up. So yeah, if you guys are just joining us, live Q&A. If you got any jiu-jitsu questions, not live questions, you can ask me in the chat. Type it out. There's a Zoom link, but you know how that works on Zoom. So guys, I got about 15 more minutes before I jump off. We'll try to get some more questions in. Otherwise, I'm listening to some music and relaxing.
I don't wanna pretend, no. I just wanna come clear, wanna see you again. I wanna see you again. I wanna see you again. Yeah, young nigga used to think this was everything I need, right? Not so fond of change, I'm too caught up in my way of thinking. I get by on me, no, I don't need nobody, yes, I was so